Hello, how you all doing? Hope you're all fantastic. I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. I mean, it's been 5 days since the referendum, and to my kind of surprise in a way, we voted to leave, which is what I voted for, so I'm very happy for that. And looking on Facebook, like, it's so crazy what some of the people are saying. Like, I find it quite sad, to be honest. I mean, it's just like people are just freaking out too much, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all blessed, right? We've all still got families, we've all still got jobs. Nothing's really changed. We haven't even left the EU yet. So the fact the pound's gone down is obviously like a fear thing, and it's picking up anyway, so I'm not, who cares about that? What happened? England lost yesterday against Iceland, which was a joke, and I was a bit annoyed about that, but I didn't really let it get to me because I was still on the high from the whole, situation with leaving the EU. So, like, if you could say to me, well, what's more important, England winning the Euros or, our economy being better for the next 30 years, because that affects my family, potential future kids, all that kind of thing. So I'm happy, man. And just life's pretty good, man. I just had a meeting at my job, and since I finished early, I just decided to come to Ipswich because that's where my headquarters is. And I'm just going for like a walk on the lakeside. So yeah, man, things pretty good, man. So that's me, man.
They rejected the multinationals. They rejected the merchant banks. They rejected big politics. I know that virtually none of you have ever done a proper job in your lives. If you were to decide to cut off your noses, to spite your faces, and to reject any idea of a sensible trade deal, the consequences would be far worse for you than it would be for us. Thank you.
I like it. Anyway, let me just talk a little bit about Facebook, right? I think what a lot of people that kind of like me, that like to debate with people and stuff, on Facebook you see something which you believe is incorrect and you want to correct that information. So I'll give you some examples where there's no debate in this, it's just facts. I'm just speaking facts and about some of the lies about the Brexit thing. So people said, oh, Nigel Farage is going back on his promise of giving all the money that we'd save from the EU to the NHS. He never promised anything. That was a straight up lie. People, when they post all these things about, well, we're not going to control immigration anyway, so what's the point of leaving the EU? Well, that's not true. Like, nothing's even been put in place yet, so it all depends if Boris Johnson or whoever takes over. I hope it's not Boris. I hope there's a lady, one of the main ladies on the Leave campaign. I think she's really genuine, and I don't know her name, but I think I see her as like a strong female that, I was a big fan of Thatcher, so to have like a strong woman in charge of the country, I've got no problem with that. Some people have a problem, like, as long as they're good, but really gender's not important. Sometimes when I'm debating on Facebook, right, people might say, okay, that's your opinion, but sometimes, I'm sorry, it's just not. If I talk about the Quran and this Orlando shooting, and I say, well, at the end of the day, the Quran actually incites that kind of violence when Muhammad himself talked about killing people that act in the way of Lot and the people that he had sex with. Can't remember the exact translation, but that's Muhammad telling us to kill gays. So when you think that this extremist guy went in Orlando started shooting everyone, he's only doing what the Quran said. I was debating with a girl about that and about Black Lives Matter, which is not how it sounds, because Black lives do matter, obviously. Most people will believe that. But the Black Lives Matter movement, if you don't know what it is, it's like they're a rebellious group in America that go around protesting everywhere. But what they're doing is so racist. Like, they stop white people from joining the marches. White people that come over and try and film what they're doing, they're like, hey, you're not allowed to do that. Like, there's only black people, you're only allowed here if you're African American. Surely that's just me bringing us apart. That's not going to help the racism problem in America. Like, the real way to solve the problem is get in government positions and like trying to affect change like that. But also, Black Lives Matter, they talk about cop killing, they encourage cop killing, and these people, they're lunatics really. They're just, I feel like they're an extreme black group, like the KKK is an extreme white group. I hate all racial groups that hate, well, like when you've got these kind of weird groups that sort of just hate on people of different colour. I just think it's all wrong. Like, it doesn't matter if it's the KKK or what Black Lives Matter.
My question for the candidates is, do Black Lives Matter or do all lives matter?
The question from Arthur in Des Moines is, do Black Lives Matter or do all lives matter? Let's put that question to Senator Sanders.
Black Lives Matter. And the reason...
All right, folks, you're going to hear this, you're going to hear it once. You're going to hear this, you're going to hear it once. All lives matter. All lives matter.
Trump supporter, and he's in a little bit of a debate with a Black Lives Matter dude, and the little guy is just kind of bringing it to him and just making people proud. So I haven't seen the video in its entirety, so let's see what's going on.
That's real sad. He's against you. Why will you support a racist?
Tell me what he said about African
He's going to send you back to Africa. That's what he said. He said send Mexicans back to Mexico.
I'm aware of why people think Trump is racist for all the stuff he said about illegal immigration, but when the fuck did he say anything about sending blacks back to Africa? I mean, seriously. Like, if anybody has any type of information about that available, any type of way that could have been spun at any point in time, please send the link to me.
You are a disgrace to America for being a young black man supporting a racist.
Thank you. Yeah, that is awesome.
That's sad.
Dude, you're a disgrace to America for not taking 10 fucking minutes to just read and find out that Trump clearly isn't fucking racist.
What would you tell him when a racist send Mexicans back to Mexico? What would you tell a young black man?
I only believe that he's gonna send illegals back.
Yeah, exactly.
He said in your face, send Mexicans back to Mexico.
He said
Just
illegals.
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 This little girl's correct. Trump wants to send illegal immigrants out of the country. He never said he wants to send Mexicans back to Mexico. I don't know where this dude's getting this slogan from.
His wife is not legal. She's from Europe.
She's legal.
How she was born in Europe?
Bruh.
There are many black people who support Trump.
Plenty of them.
I
I think his VP
So
might be
many?
black.
How many?
Oh, how about you go inside that rally? You see a lot of black people.
You know what?
The media won't show you that, though.
That's true, the media won't show you that because it's all about sensationalism, creating drama. It creates ratings and stuff, you know, show that it's all white people, show that there's a huge problem. They love the protesting by the left. They love the rioting and all that bullshit, you know, it makes for good ratings. People are not watching TV as much as they are, so they're gonna do whatever they can to make it look more exciting. So if you show a bunch of black people in the crowd, people are gonna be like, oh fuck, well, I guess I should pay attention and shit, and maybe give Trump a chance where it's like, nah, keep making it crazier, more violence, more bullshit, more racism.
You sure about that?
Black people that he asked his security guards to kick out of the rally.
Oh, in Valdosta State?
Yeah.
Talking about, they were protesting against him.
Yeah, and what is that?
You
That's
cannot
shit
protest in a rally. Then why would you do that?
Why? It's freedom of speech.
We don't go to your rally. We don't go to your rally.
He
He does the same thing to white people too, so I don't understand. He does the exact same thing to white people too, so.
So they want to talk about freedom of speech as their defense, but then at the same time, they don't want Trump to speak. You see, do I really even need to say anything else?
This country was built on love, not hate. Donald Trump is a hater.
That's fine.
This country is built on love? This country was not built on love, man. Tell it to the Native Americans.
He's a racist.
He's not.
He is a racist.
He's getting
You know this country is built on religion, too, not religion.
He believes in hate.
You know this country
Do
is
you
built on
know the
religion.
history of his grandfather and father? They was KK members.
KK, huh? What is that? Kappa Kappa? I really don't follow.
You have very horrible facts. You come
He
to me
was
with
allowed black and
you
Jews
calling me to
and
lie, so I don't know if I can
properties
believe
in
that.
New York when he
I
bought
was gonna look it up
property.
for myself to
That was
understand
his
the truth.
grandfather and his father was KK members.
There he goes again with this KK. Kim Kardashian? I don't understand. I don't get it.
So read the history.
KKK members, you mean?
Yes.
Not KK members.
They
I don't
was
think
Ku
that's a
Klux
group.
Klansmen. KKK.
Klansmen, okay.
Who's against your color?
Okay.
Against your skin? Against your people, your ancestors?
I think the Democratic Party founded the KKK, by the way. Just saying.
Ooh. Oh, got any little eyes after that sick burn. And the thing is about that whole Black Lives Matter thing, man. I understand what they're trying to do, but it just sucks that they're so misguided, you know, with these false statistics. And it's like, hey, man, you also don't give a fuck about black people around the world, man. You don't care about the ones that are on famine with fucking AIDS and, you know what I mean? It ain't about Black Lives Matter. It's about fucking I want a bitch. So the Black Lives Matter guy and the little dude keep going back and forth, and they're just talking about racism and what happened in Orlando, and it's getting nowhere. You know, the Black Lives Matter guy doesn't want to listen to shit and keep saying the same thing over and over, so that's pretty much sums up the rest of the video. So I just want to say I'm proud of the little guy, you know, like for just standing up for what he believes in and not just being a part of that hive mind bullshit like Black Lives Matter, we gotta support this and that because of our fucking skin, because of melanin. It's fucking retarded, you know? But at the same time, it is a little sad to see like the two black people pitted against each other, and you know, it just had a stalemate, and honestly it's just not smart to be black in America right now. So as of now, I'm officially revoking my blackness.
Well, thanks for watching and have a good day.
Sometimes we as a people, and I love my people, I'm black, I was born black, I'll forever be black. I love us more than anybody, okay? But what I say is I love me so much that I'm not gonna let somebody break me down. I'm gonna let them build me up. They close doors, I'm gonna open up a new one. There's no doors, I'm gonna kick through that wall, because that's what we have to do. And in order, you can't be regular. You have to be a beast. If you black, you gotta be a beast. And that's how you make your way. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do this. You make it happen. Period.
Study history for 3 years. See folks sacrifice so much. Luther King sacrificed his life. Catholic priests won't have a wife. 1500 came the Reformation when Christianity became more prevalent. The German Luther against the papacy. Now the church made way better for me. I'm not writing to discriminate, but I follow Christ, so I expect the hate. We read about in John 15 when Jesus said that he first hated me. If the world hates you, remember, it hated him first of all. And what we do is all for him, so don't expect any applause.